Katie's back. How are you, Katie?
I'm very well. I think you were going to segue to someone else who knows her stuff. Is
Where?
you know,
Who?
should we play Dreams again?
Yeah, no. I'm sorry.
Oh dear. Right. We are talking about this battle between former players and current players at Manchester United. There is lots of noise about this in the papers and on social media today. It all started when class of 92 players Paul Scholes and Nicky Butt were speaking about Lisandro Martinez on their The Good, the Bad, the Football podcast. Here it is.
I wouldn't like to see him against Haaland.
Martinez against
Haaland.
You need
Haaland
Maguire back
would
for that.
pick Martinez up and run with him. It'd be like, you see a dad after school.
He'd score, then throw him in the net.
Running down the road like with a little... that's what it'd be like.
Right.
That's harsh.
That's harsh, but I tell you right now, that's the first time I've seen it. Now, I don't know what you two think. I can see they're taking the mickey. Right,
Yes.
It's obviously a podcast. Is it harsh? You better believe it. But they're having a bit of fun.
I think as well, when sometimes ex-players that don't need anything from a club, you can be an ex-player of any club, Ali, and you might be a legend of the club. If you don't need the club for work, then you can say what you like about them. I feel like that's what they're like. They don't
It's interesting
mind.
what United fans think, because my mate Francis, a big United fan, massive United fan, and he reckons the players have earned the right to have an opinion on it.
Yeah.
And it's difficult to argue with that.
Well, Lisandro Martinez says, I don't care what they say. They can talk on television, but no one says anything to your face. Ooh. He goes on to say, I told him already, if he wants to say something to me, he can come to me wherever he wants, to my house, wherever. I don't care. Well, this was Nicky Butt's response.
For me, we're a podcast. We talk about like three lads in a pub having a sort of conversation. Yeah. We're not on Sky doing commentary on a game. It's tongue in cheek. Exactly. It's quite obvious that Haaland's not going to pick him up and run with him. I mean, it's obvious that. Yeah. It's figure of speech. And I just think when someone gets so upset about someone in a media or a podcast saying something about them, to come out and start basically saying they can say what they want and doing that after a game and what else, come to my house and all that, and it's like, grow up.
It certainly sounded like an invitation. What we call up in Glasgow for an old-fashioned square go.
But you are seeing it a lot from the Manchester United ex-player. Look at Roy Keane. To me, he's an angry, bitter man. The way he says about Alex Ferguson, legend Sir Alex Ferguson, hanging around like a bad smell. How angry he was at Johnny Evans getting a job. How angry he was at Carrick getting a job. Bringing up Carrick's wife during the podcast that he's on. Sometimes these players have got like agendas and like a bitter things happening.
Why is it always Manchester United, former players? It's more than any other team, isn't it? We don't see this from the likes of Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool,
Rangers.
Spurs. I know we've got Jamie. You know, it's always Manchester United seem to have too much criticism
Gabby,
from former players.
Jamie only played like 30 games. So.
Two you stay there, because I want to take this a little bit further, if I may. 03717 223344 is the number to call to have a say on the United players and their comments regarding the team. Are you fed up with former players? Jonathan is a United fan. He's dialed that number. Jonathan, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, John.
The floor is yours, Jonathan. What do you think?
First of all, I've got to congratulate Gabby on a wonderful transfer window so far. Honestly, Gary, it's inspiring, mate. I've got to have a dig at him.
No comment. Right, I'm not biting, John.
I know, pal. I've got to have a go.
Yeah.
Right, boys, I think it's wrong. I think Scholes and Butt are disgusting. I don't think they have any class. What really said that to me when Nicky Butt came on yesterday, it's all three lads talking in a pub. No, it's not. It's two guys who are not on TV anymore and they're trying to make money on the back of new players. They're not on YouTube or doing a podcast to make everyone happy. They're there to take money. I love Roy Keane. He's an absolute star to me, but over the last 2 weeks, the way he's going on, to have a go at an old man sitting in the stadium calling him a bad smell, you don't bring people's wives into conversations. Right, the thing with Keane, unfortunately, in the football world, they all big him up like this big hard man. He's not. I've seen him in Manchester for 30 years, and it's wrong. Rio has class. Rio talks in a nice way, and Rio never badmouths the club. They're entitled to badmouth the way this club's been run and how disgusting it has been. But I'll tell you something else. I'd back the butcher against both of them. You'd have them both for dinner.
Brilliant, Jonathan. Jonathan, I'm going to move on to... We've got a lot of calls. Appreciate your call.
On, John.
Nice to hear your views. What about Lee, the United fan? Good morning, Lee. What do you think?
Good morning, Lee.
Good morning, lads. Yeah, Gabby brought up a pretty good point before. Like, these lads are saying stuff about the current crop of players, and they feel like they can say anything they want because they don't need anything from the club. If that's the case, why aren't they going towards the owners, the infrastructure, the main issue over the last 20-odd years? Jamie O'Hara does it because he knows he'll never get anything at Spurs again. So he goes after the main culprits.
True.
So why aren't these ex-players? They're only going after the current crop because they're putting them against the standards of what they expected at United when they were there. I won't be bothered, but Nicky Butt was the worst out of the 92. So I don't know why they keep going after the current crop. And sometimes the managers, it's fair enough, but they do step them out. They do go over the top.
Well, here's my question, Chile. My question would be, playing devil's advocate, are they not entitled to their opinion like everybody else?
They are entitled to their opinion, yeah. But at what point does that opinion come tiresome when it's attacking players every other podcast? Do they not have anything else to talk about? Anything? What about, like, I don't know, the Spurs demise? They've been going down for the last how many years, just like we have. But we seem to have turned a little bit of a corner. I'm not getting carried away.
It might have been a joke, Lee, but if I'm a player and I'm Martinez, I don't like the way they're speaking about me. You know, about like you're a little kid and Haaland's going to throw you in the net. I didn't like that.
No. Like I said, it's constant. A joke is a one-off to like 1 or 2 times, but not every podcast you're on and you're going at the players. It's getting tiresome now. It's boring.
Brilliant, Lee. Listen, thanks for your call. It's an interesting one. Differing opinions on it, Gab. I think the players are well entitled to their comments and opinions, but I just thought that was maybe a
Don't fall off that fence, Ali.
No?
You're rocking on it.
No, I'm telling you. Well, why are they not entitled to their opinion?
No, I get the opinion, but when it comes disrespectful and the way they're mocking Martinez and some of Roy Keane's comments, like, they've not been good enough. Hammer the players because they're not playing well.
But also, Martinez came and he actually played really well in response to that.
Yes.
So that's the best way to respond, to play well on the pitch, but then reward them for that.
Yeah. You've got to pat them in the back because that's the best performance I've seen from United in such a long time. I mean, that could have been 3-4, could have been anything you wanted.
I don't think you would go on a podcast and mock Rangers centre-half for being small and...
No.
I don't think
you might give them criticism and a bit of stick.
Because they're your team, you still love them.
But like you were saying earlier, you know, if you've got a criticism from players, from something you've said, you've got to stand by, pick up the phone and have that conversation, that adult conversation about it.
Do you know what? Yeah, 100%. The problem there, it becomes personal.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
It's the borderline. That's always comes up, isn't it?
Is high.
Yeah.
Correct.
When you go over the line of banter and then it comes like borderline rude and personal, that's where it's where it's crossed.
Yeah, that's where the line has been crossed. If you're talking about abilities and talking about things on the football pitch, you're 100%. But you can't.
And maybe you can say that in the pub, but you can't say it on a platform that lots of people listen to.
Because or we end up talking about it for a week.
But as well, like even watching the game on the weekend and seeing Harry Maguire before the game bigging up Michael Carrick, and then Roy Keane straight away saying, well, he better play well, Harry Maguire. I bet you're backing him because you're in the team. It's like, I can see the bitterness of some of the ex-players. Just relax. If the team are playing bad, criticise them, but don't be personal.
Do you know the one thing United did get from Michael Carrick, and that was a reaction.
Yes.
No doubt about that.